Today is September 6th, and I am speaking into the exact hour you can feel pressing against your chest like a door that wants to open but needs your courage to turn the handle. Listen without distraction. Receive without arguing with yourself. This message is for you and only you. It will find you wherever you are hiding from what you already sense. It will sit beside you like breath, and it will not leave until it has finished its work inside you. Do not skip this. Do not postpone light. When I send a word, I send away, and when I send away, I send strength with it. You have felt a pressure gathering in the unseen, a rustle of papers you did not sign, a murmur you did not start, a shadow that traced your steps even when you were being kind. Hear me, a hidden complaint has been filed against you in places you do not control, formed by mouths that dare not say your name in the open, built from fragments of truth mixed with dust and envy. It is not the first time a quiet room has drafted loud stories, and it will not be the last time darkness believes the night can last longer than dawn. Yet I am the Lord who sees, and I am the Lord who weighs, and I am the Lord who decides where the gavel falls. Be still, but not silent. Be gentle, but not naive. Be watchful, but not afraid. Archangel Michael stands at your threshold with armor bright as morning on water. He orders you to open this message, because I have placed a charge upon him to escort you through a narrow passage that rumor cannot seal. He speaks as one who knows the maps of war and the choreography of storms. He warns with clarity, not to frighten you, but to focus you. Do not mistake his warning for the voice of doom. It is the bell that wakes a village so no one's house burns while they sleep. You have slept long enough under the blanket of other people's opinions. Rise and let me clothe you in discernment and in peace. A hidden complaint can injure the unprepared because they believe that what is unseen is also uncontested. But I contest every word raised against you that is fashioned without righteousness. I do not wage war with the weapons of malice, I answer it with light, alignment, and timing. I will not give you a script for vengeance. I will give you a posture that cannot be overturned. Your first posture is truth. Your second is patience. Your third is order. The one who is anchored in these cannot be spun by whispers or scattered by papers. Let me show you what truth feels like in your bones. It does not tremble when corridors echo. It does not collapse when a face withdraws. Truth stands like a tree that has learned to bow in wind without snapping. It answers questions without performing. It admits fault without surrendering identity. It requires no costume to look holy and no spotlight to look real. Stand in this today, and I will make your presence difficult to lie about. When you walk in a room wearing truth, the temperature changes, deception sweats and cannot sustain its own story. Patience is not passive, it is courageous restraint. Patience holds your tongue when retaliation wants to auction your future for a moment of applause. Patience sits you beside me where I point to the next faithful step rather than the next loud reaction. Patience believes that harvests are gathered in seasons, not seconds, and that a rushed defense often becomes a confession of fear. Be patient like the sunrise is patient, never hurried, never late, never apologizing for shining at the appointed time. Order is the home where your peace lives. Order is the desk cleared of chaos, the records placed where memory will not betray you, the boundaries drawn where manipulation has had free pasture. Order is the lamp that shows you what to keep and what to release. Today, begin to place things in order: your words, your agreements, your steps, your circle, your devotion. Call your scattered pieces back to you. Your calm will become visible. The accuser's hand slips when there is nothing loose to grab. Do not panic when you hear that something has been written in secret. I am the God who reads everything, and I am the God who edits outcomes by aligning hearts and gates at the appointed hour. The enemy works with speed to startle you. I work with sequence to settle you. If you give fear your pulse, you will surrender your clarity. Keep your pulse. Breathe with me. I will teach you to ask wise questions. I will show you who is for you without disguise and who is close only to collect. I will not let you wander through this hour with a blindfold on your trust. Remember the small moments where your integrity chose the slow road and the quiet win. Those were not wasted. They are the receipts of favor. In this hour, I lift those receipts to the light. I will make someone remember a kindness you thought was forgotten. I will awaken a witness you did not know you had. I will turn a closed door into a corridor because you did not trade your soul for applause when it was fashionable to do so. These are not random comforts, they are legal tender in the courts of consequence that do not print their own currency. Michael warns you strictly because the time is exact. He is not warning because you are guilty. He is warning because you are chosen to move through this without losing your song. He has faced dragons made of accusation before, and he knows the shortcuts that look like freedom but detour into bitterness. He sets his sword not against people but against the spirit that profits from confusion. Do not swing at faces, stand against the fog. When you refuse to become what hurts you, you have already won a victory the world cannot count. You ask, why now? Because increase demands integrity, and blessing requires a foundation that does not shake under the weight of visibility. The hidden complaint is not a gate to embarrass you, it is a mirror to align you, a furnace to refine your tone, a filter that separates noise from voice. I am not threatening your future, I am building muscle in your discernment so that success does not become a golden cage. Your name will be carried farther than this rumor. That is why I am teaching you to breathe differently today. You do not need to explain your soul to every curiosity. You do not need to unravel your history to every spectator. Select your confidants like you select a surgeon: skill, cleanliness, and proven care for the patient. This is not the hour to entertain spectators who love the smoke but flee the water. Release what drains you. Bless from a distance what refuses to be safe up close. To forgive is not to invite, to love is not to surrender your boundaries. Mercy and wisdom do not compete, they walk hand in hand. I have seen the notes taken in rooms where your name was discussed like currency. I have seen the screens where your image was paused so that someone could extract what they needed to feed their narrative. I have seen the timelines where assumptions became headlines in small minds. I have seen the private messages that sprinkle sweetness and harvest doubt. I do not panic at this surveillance. I am the God who sees the watchers, the God who watches the watchers' hearts tremble, the God who turns an arrow into a pruning hook when it fails to find its mark. You are not powerless. You are not a puppet in a story written by those who do not know your origin. Your origin is me. I spoke you before the documents existed, I dreamed you before criticism learned to spell, I blessed you before envy learned your name. Return to origin. Say it under your breath if you must, but keep it steady, my origin is God. That sentence will cut the cords tied around your self-worth. That sentence will soften your shoulders and harden your stance. That sentence will not make you arrogant, it will make you accurate. Honor the part of you that wants to make everything right by pleasing everyone. Then release it. Peace built on performance is a bridge that collapses when the first truck of accusation drives over it. Build peace on obeisance to truth. You will still be kind, still be generous, still be warm, but you will no longer negotiate the shape of your soul to fit a rumor's pocket. I did not design you to be carried in someone else's gossip. I designed you to walk on your own feet, crowned with clarity. There will be a moment soon when silence in you will speak louder than paragraphs. There will be a moment when a single well-placed sentence will restore what an entire room thought was lost. There will be a moment when your restraint becomes a headline in heaven. Do not reach for the sensational. Reach for the steady. Your future does not need you to be dramatic, it needs you to be anchored. Anchored souls sleep while storms write their own endings. Prepare your house in small, real ways today. Gather what is yours. Sort what is essential. Write what you know is true, plainly, without poetry, so you can read it back to yourself in the night and remember who you are. Put your attention where it can bear fruit, on the work I gave you, on the people who love you honestly, on the little tasks that teach your hands to bless. Every small act of order you practice becomes a lamp along the path I am clearing. Lamps do not argue with darkness. They reveal it and make it ordinary. Do not be surprised if someone who once cheered you becomes distant when you stop feeding their appetite for chaos. Bless them, release them, move on. Do not be surprised if someone who criticized you quietly now steps forward, moved by a memory of your integrity. Receive them, not as saviors, but as fruit-bearing branches I have chosen for this season. Do not be surprised if an old door opens where you least expected it, and the room behind it fits you better than the hallways you were fighting for. I have a sense of humor that redeems timelines. Michael will stand at the corners of your dwelling tonight, not to keep you afraid but to keep fear away from you. He will mark the threshold with an invisible line rumor cannot cross. He will whisper to your spirit when to speak and when to stay. He will nudge you when a meeting is a trap and steady you when a document is a bridge. He is not your master, he is your appointed guardian for this passage. Honor him by honoring wisdom. If you ignore wisdom, you dismiss the help you asked me for. You will feel the urge to explain yourself to someone who does not want understanding, only leverage. Let the urge pass through you like a wave that cannot drown a swimmer who knows how to float. Float in my faithfulness. I have brought you through darker oceans than this. I have taught you to breathe under pressure by teaching you to breathe in me. Inhale the remembrance of every time I rescued you in silence, when you thought I was late and later discovered I was precise. Understand the difference between a test and a verdict. This is a test. It examines the strength of your trust, the health of your habits, the elasticity of your hope. It is not a verdict. Do not treat it like a prison sentence when it is a gym built for your courage. The weights do not hate you. The resistance does not despise you. It invites you to become who your calling requires you to be. When you emerge from this, you will not be brittle. You will be flexible and unbreakable at once. I am not ashamed to call you mine in the presence of loud doubt. I will not distance myself to protect my reputation from your struggle. I draw near to you now. I place my hand upon the back of your neck where stress has been nesting, and I say, release. I place my finger upon your lips where words have been crowding to escape, and I say, wait. I place my palm upon your heart where the knock of panic keeps returning, and I say, peace, be still. Some of the things you call bad timing were actually protections in disguise. The appointment that shifted, the message that delayed, the face that turned, the roadwork that slowed your travel, these were not random. I arranged the choreography so that traps would not find you seated at their table. Thank me for what did not happen to you. Worship is not only for the gifts you can hold, it is also for the bullets you never knew were aimed at you. You will hear news that tries to recruit your fear with urgency. Meet urgency with eternity. Say to yourself, I live from the place where God has already finished what He started in me. Then act from that place. Make the call you need to make. Write down the memory you have been postponing. Apologize where you must without adding chains to your ankles. Clarify what is unclear. Ask for a second set of eyes when you sign what shapes your tomorrow. None of this is panic. All of this is stewardship. Do not confuse compassion with access. You can love someone and still not invite them into rooms where they consistently rearrange your furniture. You can pray for someone and still not hand them the keys to your peace. In this season, access is a sacred currency. Spend it on those who invest in your wholeness, not on those who tax your clarity and call it friendship. The circle may look smaller. It will feel safer. From that safety, you will build bigger things than you could with a reckless crowd. The complaint hidden against you will not define the story I am writing. I will use it as a page-turner that introduces a chapter where honor becomes visible. I will pull back the curtain on motives. I will surprise you with allies. I will unearth old promises that match this hour like a key shaped long ago for a lock you only just discovered. You will not be crushed by this, you will be clarified by it. I do not waste your tears. I water fields with them and sow laughter in due season. When the mind loops at night, speak my name in the room. Not loudly, not as performance, just enough to hear your own courage answer back. Your body will remember what your spirit knows: I am with you. Tell your bed it is not a courtroom. Tell your pillow it is not a witness stand. Rest is not negligence. Rest is obedience. You cannot hear strategy while broadcasting panic. You cannot see exits while staring at a wall of rumors. Close your eyes and let Michael keep watch. You will wake to a day that recognizes you. There will be a sign in the next few days, small enough to miss if you worship spectacle, but clear enough to read if you honor subtlety. It might be a message that closes a loop you thought would stay open. It might be a stranger's sentence that mirrors what you told me in private. It might be a door that opens from the side you did not knock. Pay attention without paranoia. Celebrate without boasting. Take the step that comes with that sign, and do not ask for permission from those who profit from your hesitation. I will not make you a prisoner of vindication. I will make you a builder of goodness. Vindication is a sign on the road, not the destination. The destination is your assignment, walking barefoot on the ground it was promised. Keep building while I handle the verdicts you cannot reach. Keep blessing while I rearrange the tables in rooms you never entered. Keep pruning while I enlarge the harvest. Keep singing while I rescore the soundtrack of this season. Do not forget who you are because a few voices forgot who you have been to them. The story they tell about you is not your job to finish. The story I tell with you is your job to live. Today, September 6th, set your face like flint toward the goodness I am sending. Place courage in your pocket like a folded letter from me. When fear reaches for you, hand it the letter. It will read and retreat. Michael's final word to you in this hour is simple: stand. Stand with your shoulders remembering they carry a crown, not a boulder. Stand with your hands open, not clenched, so I can place and remove without fighting you. Stand with your eyes soft, not hard, so compassion remains your language even when boundaries are your grammar. Stand, because those who love you will draw strength from your posture. Stand, because those who were unsure will see that you do not swim in rumor, you walk on water with me. This is very serious, and it is also very hopeful. Serious because character is weighty. Hopeful because I am with you. Read this again when the hour shakes you. Read it again when you are tempted to chase every echo. Read it again when the hallway feels longer than your patience. You are not late. You are being aligned. You are not cornered. You are being positioned. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered in the right rooms, at the right time, by the right hearts. Do not skip this. Let it work through you like medicine that knows the ailment better than the patient does. I am sending angels to arrange your steps, and I am sending wisdom to steady your voice. I am pouring peace into the cracks, and I am pulling you out of agreements you never consciously signed. I am making your yes stronger and your no kinder. I am placing a light at your feet that shines far enough for the next step and no farther, because that is how trust grows legs. Walk, beloved. Walk. Now breathe. Gather your calm like you gather clean clothes from the line, warm from the sun and smelling like sky. Wrap yourself in it. Today belongs to me, and so do you. The papers will flutter, but they will not write your ending. The whispers will circulate, but they will not choreograph your dance. The doors will test, but they will not deny what I have sealed. You are guarded. You are guided. You are graced for this. And when this has passed, and it will pass, you will look back and say, I learned to hear God in the hallways. That will be your treasure, and no rumor can steal it. This is very serious. Today, on the 6th of September, the heavens are moving with urgency, and the voice of God is reaching into your spirit without delay. Archangel Michael has been sent directly to you, not to anyone else, but to you alone, carrying a strict order and a heavy warning. He says, open this immediately. Do not ignore. Do not skip. Do not delay. For something hidden has already been set in motion, and in the realm of men, a complaint has been filed against you in secret. What is invisible to the natural eye has already been whispered in the spirit, and today it comes with fire upon your heart. God says, this is my message for you, and you cannot treat it lightly. The enemy has been plotting in silence. Someone has sown accusations behind your back, weaving lies in darkness, and now those seeds are seeking to rise against you. Yet heaven is not silent. God exposes what is hidden so that His chosen one may not be destroyed. Archangel Michael has descended with his flaming sword to stand guard around you, but he is commanding you with urgency, do not let your heart be careless. Do not close your ears. Do not walk away. This hidden complaint is more than paper, more than words. it is spiritual warfare clothed in human actions. Those who envy you, those who hate the light you carry, have whispered your name where they thought you could not hear. They wanted shame to cover you, they wanted doors to close before you, they wanted your destiny to be bound. But God says, I am breaking their chains, I am overturning their schemes, I am exposing the hidden record. What was filed against you is now being unsealed in heaven, and the Judge of all is declaring, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But hear this clearly, Michael strictly warns you. This is not the time for laziness in spirit. This is not the time to shrug off the message and say, tomorrow I will pray. Tomorrow I will listen. No, he says, today. Now. Immediately. The urgency is because the complaint has already been heard, and in the courts of men it waits to rise. If you ignore, you risk walking blind into a trap. But if you open your heart now, if you heed this voice, you will see the mighty overturning of heaven. God is writing a decree over your name even as you read this. It says, cleared, redeemed, vindicated. The hands that wrote against you will be exposed. The lips that accused you will tremble. Those who thought they could hide behind false documents and hidden voices will be revealed. God says, I will not allow them to prevail, for my seal is on you. This message is not entertainment. It is not ordinary. It is a lifeline. That is why Michael is strict. That is why the heavens have aligned on this date. That is why you feel the weight pressing into your spirit now. The hidden complaint was meant to silence you, to tarnish you, to stop your blessing before it reached you. But the one who sits on the throne says, I am releasing a counter-decree. Where they wrote complaint, I write approval. Where they wrote rejection, I write acceptance. Where they wrote condemnation, I write blessing. Do not be afraid. God is for you. Michael stands by you. The heavenly army surrounds you. But the warning remains, you must not skip this message. You must not treat it lightly. You must rise in prayer. You must declare, every hidden complaint filed against me, in the physical or in the spiritual, is overturned by the blood of Jesus and the authority of heaven. When you open your mouth with faith, the hidden works of the enemy will shatter. This is very serious. God is not speaking casually. The urgency you feel is the alarm of heaven. The complaint is hidden, but heaven has revealed it to protect you. Today, September 6th, is your day of exposure and vindication. Listen, obey, and move in faith.